Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. Ben Armstrong, also known as Bitboy Crypto, has now publicly stated that he believes that XRP will be the #1 performing major coin during the next crypto bull run. And there's only a small caveat, and I completely agree with it. Now, for context, XRP, during the time when it ran from, call it just roughly mid-December 2017 until early January 2018, during that time period when it had its biggest run up to its all-time high of near $4, it was literally, during that market cycle, the best performer. For the calendar year of 2017, XRP was up about 30,000%. But even more impressive than that, if you look at the bottom price, leading into the bull run, to the top price, so it was probably somewhere around half a penny to maybe close to $4. I'd have to pull up the exact numbers, but I just want to share the idea. I do recall that XRP was up about 80,000%. Now, the same type of thing is going to happen again, I personally believe. So I think that Bitboy Crypto is correct. Now, when I say happen again, I mean directionally and the degree to which there will be bigger bursts. I don't literally mean that XRP will be up 30,000% or 80,000%. Because once you hit these newer levels in terms of the multiplier effect with each subsequent market cycle, in terms of the multiplier effect, it's actually diminished. And that's true for every single coin. It's true of Bitcoin, it's true of ETH, it's true of XRP. But I firmly believe that we're still early enough that people, absolutely tons of people, are going to achieve life-changing wealth specifically with XRP. It is at an artificially suppressed price level. Words are hard sometimes. And it's not going to stay like that, though. It's the only cryptocurrency to not hit a new all-time high this past cycle. Only top 10 that didn't. Well, plenty to unpack here, but before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. So I record this video, XRP's at 51 cents, Bitcoin's at 28,251 bucks, market cap for the asset class over 1.2 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance at 44.84%. You got the crypto fear and greed index at 62 out of 100. So frankly, despite a little bit of fear recently, relatively speaking, things have mostly been pretty samey for, call it roughly the last week, frankly. Now, in terms of number of new XRP accounts activated, this is something I've been tracking a little bit more closely than I normally do because there has been so much activity around XRP lately. And you'll note that there was a local high, March 29th, when there were 3,383 new accounts created. Now, if you go back to the beginning of March, which is what this chart is that's on your screen, number of new XRP accounts activated going back to the beginning of March, it was normal to see maybe like 1,000 or 1,100 per day. So that was a major jump up by March 29th, and it looks like the account creation has tapered off a little bit, but you'd expect that because there's more exuberance in markets, more exciting price action as we were leading to that local top there in terms of new account creation. But I still want to point out that we're still getting over 2,000 new accounts per day. Today's April 5th, and it's not over, and we're still over 1,900 new accounts. So there is a newly sustained high, as I'm recording anyway, in terms of daily activity here, in terms of new accounts. Now, as far as where we should expect the market to go in the short term, well, what I do seem to be the common wisdom at this point from the analysts that I follow, in a general sense, many of them think that it's quite probable, nothing's guaranteed, but quite probable, we are going to see a pullback. And I'm hearing this about Bitcoin, and I'm hearing this also about XRP. But then a continuation to the upside ultimately. So here's a tweet from a chart analyst, Credible Crypto. He shared the following with his 338,900 followers on Twitter. He wrote, "Literally nothing has changed, folks. We are not back to anything. New Bitcoin all-time high in 2023. A dip to $23,000 to $25,000, which I've been talking about for weeks, doesn't change any of that. It is nothing to be concerned about. Focus, people." And that's pretty bold of him, by the way, because there aren't many analysts that I know of that are calling for a new Bitcoin all-time high in 2023, and I hope he's right. But it's bold either way to stick your neck out like that. And also I wanted to mention this. This happened a couple days ago, and I haven't mentioned it on my channel yet. Elon Musk is doing Elon Musk stuff, and I'm sure most of you are aware that he absolutely loves Dogecoin because reasons, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but he loves Dogecoin. Well, he bought Twitter last year for something like $44 billion. Apparently also that he could replace the Twitter logo with the Doge logo. If you're looking on the screen here, you can see he literally has replaced the Twitter logo with the Doge logo, which I gotta admit, I think it's hilarious. This is an adult child, and you know what? I'm here for it. I like Elon Musk. I think this is funny. I mean, it's stupid as hell. Like, this is what you're doing with your $44 billion. Okay. Right. You know what? You get to live once. Just have a good time with it. Fine. You know what? But I wanted to mention it because, first of all, it's going to be on my screen every time, unless or until Elon Musk decides to change that. So we'll have the Doge logo up there for no damn good reason, rather than the Twitter logo. But I also wanted to mention that Doge rocketed up in price when this happened a couple days ago. This is a 7-day chart, and you can see Doge, and then it's kind of been trading sideways ever since then. But go Elon Musk, I guess. There's also Rakesh Upadhyay, by the way, who writes for Cointelegraph, and I don't want to go through his whole analysis, but he did note that it's possible if we're going to see some downward price action, you could see XRP perhaps as low as maybe 43 cents. The blockchain backer's been talking about this idea that we're at resistance with Bitcoin and with XRP. Again, I don't want to regurgitate a bunch of TA, but the blockchain backer's most recent video on the topic I found to be very fascinating. And there are a lot of people that kind of think that what is most probable is, well, it's in line with what he's saying, frankly. So you could see, XRP pull back a bit, but it also just had a massive run. So even if that happens, I wouldn't be crying. And nothing goes up in a straight line forever. So I'm just kind of putting this out as a warning. It's not to be like some sort of major pessimist. I don't think it'll be that big a deal, even if we see a pullback to 45 cents, 46 cents. Really not a big deal. And don't forget also, on top of that, we're going to have a conclusion on the SEC v. Ripple case any time now. Then there's also this from the Daily Hodl. Top trader flips bullish on XRP, reveals price targets for under-the-radar Ethereum altcoin projects. And I just wanted to touch on the part having to do with XRP, but this is another well-known analyst who also is noting, hey, XRP's up against resistance, looking to buy it slightly lower should that opportunity present itself, which isn't a guarantee, but again, just kind of painting the picture that this is what a lot of people are expecting. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to be scared should this occur. And so here you go. A widely followed crypto analyst is bullish on XRP and says one Ethereum-based altcoin is about to surge. Synonymous crypto trader altcoin Sherpa tells his 194,400 Twitter followers that he is picking a support level for payments platform Ripple's utility token XRP using the Fibonacci retracement tool. And I also have to pause because you know me and this really grinds my gears. The fact that it's 2023 and you're calling XRP Ripple's token makes no damn sense. Burning my biscuits up in this mofo. Anyway, piece continues though. The trader is predicting an XRP retracement to the 46 cent level, the 0.5 Fibonacci level, and then a move to the upside. And here's this quote, XRP, I'm bidding 0.466 for the standard, end quote. So again, even for the people, and there are many of them, even within our community, by the way, who think XRP is likely to go lower, think Bitcoin's likely to go lower in the short term, are expecting a continuation to the many are expecting a continuation to the upside, certainly the case here for analyst altcoin Sherpa. Now, as far as this idea of XRP being the number one large coin in the next bull cycle, yes, I actually do think that Ben Armstrong, aka Bitboy Crypto, is probably spot on, because what other large cap coin is artificially suppressed like this? And on top of that, XRP, when it goes absolutely ballistic. And I love it. And so they had this article, this is from the Crypto Basic. Bitboy taps XRP to be best performer in next bull run. Here's why. And they were just covering this tweet from him the other day in which he wrote the following. Let's break this down. He says, in my opinion, as long as XRP gets at least a favorable settlement and no appeal, this will be the number one performing major coin of the next bull run. The suppression is almost over. Yeah, so I completely agree with that, actually. So let's break this down a little bit, though. So the caveat there, obviously, being as long as XRP gets at least a favorable settlement and no appeal. It's still kind of a question mark as so even if we get a favorable ruling from Judge Torres at the district court level, well, if the SEC appeals it, to what degree would that dampen the glow? To what degree would that, kind of tamp down some of the price action for XRP that we might otherwise see? Now, I think it still goes ballistic regardless. To what degree, I don't pretend to know. I don't know if that means it goes up to $1 or $2, or if we already see a new all-time high. I'm not ruling anything out. Any of these things could happen. I don't know. But again, if there's an appeal, and say the SEC loses and they're appealing, well, then, this thing's going to drag out. Would exchanges realistic? It could spook markets. So if there's absolute clarity, and we know that there's not going to be, years of additional litigation unfolding upon appeal, that would be one thing. Now, if we don't get that, my God, It's just one of those facepalm audible sigh moments, frankly. But it is possible, because mind you, when Ben Armstrong here, he's talking about as long as we get at least favorable settlement, keep in mind, he isn't necessarily just talking about the case is over and there's just settlement outright before a decision. Understand that settlement can occur after the judge rules in favor of the SEC or in favor of Ripple, because the settlement portion would then just get to like what the remedies portion of this is. So, you could have an agreement between sides that, either side, depending on who wins, there would be no appeal. That could be part of it. And, as long as there's a little bit as long as there are things on both sides, so both sides can save face and feel like they're getting what's actually important, you could get something like that, in which case, yeah, it's on. And again, also note here, and this is wise to state as well, that XRP would be the #1 performing major coin of the next bull run. It doesn't mean that there wouldn't be other coins, smaller cap coins perhaps, that would have, greater returns in terms of multiplier effect, but that should be expected. Because if there's a small cap coin with almost no money in it, in order to get a multiplier effect that's absolutely tremendous, almost no money has to flow in. There's more money in XRP. But I don't care. That doesn't mean that, I was talking about this in my very last video, it doesn't mean that I'd be more excited about small cap coins. Hell no. Because there's less certainty. It's a greater risk. Is it a rug pull? Does the tech work? Will anybody ever build anything useful on those things? But with XRP even being a large cap coin, like, there's so little money in crypto in general, and XRP price is suppressed, and just like, I don't care. Like, this is where I want to live mostly. So I don't hold many small cap coins at all. I'm just not that interested in them. XRP is my largest holding for a reason. So I think Ben Armstrong's absolutely hitting the nail on the head here. So I don't pretend to know exactly what it would be in terms of percentage gains, but XRP is going to blow Bitcoin and ETH out of the water in terms of multiplier effects by the time this next market cycle is over. Unless there's some really bad news for XRP. I don't think that that's what's most probable. So, yeah, I think that this is pretty well spot on. You guys can let me know what you think. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Family Sedan.